It's not manslaughter I committed, it's male slaughter, and I have to look at my victim every day. Every single day.
Male slaughter?
Male slaughter. Yep. I ran over my mailbox.
Oh, mail, M-A-I-L.
Yeah. What an idiot. Okay. I've been working on this, trying to, not to rip on myself when I do something stupid, but that was so stupid. I chewed my ass out for 3 days.
How does... Okay.
Yeah, good question.
It's in the same spot every day.
Every day.
It doesn't move.
Roll down my driveway, take a right out of my driveway into the street. Should be pretty simple.
Do you back out of your driveway or do you go, so it's a forward, okay. So you're so you're not even backing out, which is more complicated. Yep. You're driving forward straight.
Wow.
Yep.
That makes it much worse.
And I didn't even clip it with the front part of the truck. I clipped it with the side of the passenger side.
Oh, come on.
So how does one do this?
Yeah, how does one do that?
Well, one pulls out of their driveway and while rolling down the driveway is turning the alarm on in the house and making sure that it's activated. So he's got his head in his phone and doesn't realize that his right turn is a little bit tight and ends up hitting the mailbox. And it goes straight down where it has been yelling at me every day that I pull up and I pull out saying, I'm still here. When are you going to put me back up?
So it's just laying there. So when your mail person drives up, they have to get out of their mail truck and open up the mailbox that is laying on the ground.
I haven't checked in the last couple of days, but now I'm intrigued to know if the mailman's gotten out and put it in the dead mailbox. Because it's on a post.
Yeah, it's just laying there.
And that's just laying there. Yeah. So I'm wondering if you just put the mail in there or legally they have to put it in an erect mailbox.
So all you would have to do is stand it back up and put it in the hole.
It's a little bit more complicated than that, is what it appears to be at 3 miles an hour. I haven't really...
You haven't looked at it yet?
I haven't really looked very...
You ain't even get out the car to check on the mailbox?
No. I don't expect that from Bert.
I know it's dead.
Yeah.
There's nothing to check.
But you haven't physically walked down to it and stood there and paid your respects.
I did go down there.
Uh-huh.
And I took a picture of it, then I walked away.
You ain't even checked the mail?
You're something else.
I really am.
Yeah.
I mean, why? Because I can't do anything with my hands at all, so there's no way I'm going to be able to reinstall that thing anyway. So I'm just watching it. It's dead.
Okay.
It's just dead.
You're just letting it rot in your front yard.
That's pretty much it.
Just sit there and decay.
Yep. I sort of want the constant reminder of how much of an idiot I am every single day.
Okay, now you're just punishing yourself.
Yeah, you're going way too far.
Okay, did it do damage to your car?
It sure did, Kristen. Put a nice little chunk in the side of my car. And here's the funniest part is that I have ripped on my son for so long. Because he can't drive and he hits, stuff like mailboxes.
Uh-huh.
How hard can it be to avoid a mailbox? Idiot.
Have you told Hayden?
No. Hell no.
It'll make him feel better.
I'm not interested in that. Hey, Gia, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. No offense, I thought we were done with you on Friday. On Friday, you were talking about having a pick between your kids and your current husband's family for Thanksgiving. And when we walked out of here, where you're like, you got to pick your kids first. And you're like, you know what, Bert, you're right. So why are we here?
Well, I mean, yes, I agree, but it's gotten a little more complicated. So I did have the conversation with my husband about this coming Thanksgiving next week.
Let's clarify, your ex-husband.
Oh, no, sorry. Let me go back. So, my current husband, who was, expecting me to come with him to St. Louis to see his family rather than staying here to do the holiday with my kids, who, you'll recall, will be with my ex, their dad, and his wife. So I talked to my husband about, how I just feel like I need to be with my kids this time, and then we'll figure it out in the future.
Sure.
And he was a little upset, which I get, he was like, we're together, you're my spouse. I shouldn't be expected to spend this holiday without you. And, he just kept saying, like, the two of us should be going to St. Louis, doing Thanksgiving with his family, since we'll be home and have my kids for Christmas. And, he's not wrong on this. He was like, we should have had this conversation sooner. My family's expecting us. But
I think a week and a half notice for his family is plenty. But I think he's
digging in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, and I told him, like, we'll figure all of this out for holidays in 2023, but Thanksgiving is next week, and I'm just not willing to not spend it with my kids. So we kind of left it at that. But then the next day, he kind of cooled off about it all and was like, listen, I get that you're not willing to leave your kids for this holiday, but, he was like, I really don't want to spend our very first Thanksgiving as a married couple not together. So he came up with a compromise. He asked if he could invite his family to come join all of us. So now I have to ask my ex and his wife if they'd be willing to have my husband's parents, sister, his sister's husband, and their kids over.
That's a lot.
That's compromise, huh?
It is a lot.
But they would be traveling all the way from St. Louis. Well, how about a compromise of the compromise?
Okay.
So when my husband and I go back to Kentucky, his family does Thanksgiving lunch. My family does Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, there you go.
So what if they come in from St. Louis and you do Thanksgiving lunch with your ex-husband, his wife, and the kids, and you and your new husband, and then that night you all have Thanksgiving dinner with him and his family?
Oh.
I'm a genius. But the fact that they're coming into town and you all can, I don't want to put them up because that'd be expensive. But I mean, however you want to. But I think that could be a compromise to the compromise,
right? Yeah. Would he go for that? You think?
I just think all of us together. I think that's too much.
It is a lot.
But I actually love that.
Run it by him.
Yeah.
See what he says.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love it.
And then come back to us with the next problem.
Right. You'll be back.
You'll be back.
We'll be here.
Kristen is genius at this kind of thing. If this doesn't work, she's got another one for you, okay?
Notice this time I did not say the more the merrier. Are you welcome?
Very well done.
I feel good about this. I think this is going to work.
It's the Bert Show.
The Bert Show.
So first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get the Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.